So actually, let us discuss about the photodiode and LED. Okay. So the first we will discuss about photodiode. So what do you mean by photodiodes? Okay. So first, photodiode is like a semiconductor, PN junction, and this which is always operate in reverse bias condition. So photodiode symbol, just we are drawing one ordinary PN junction diode, and there that light observing symbol we need to put there. Okay, so these two are the examples of photodiode. No, so photodiodes, it also converts light energy to electrical energy, therefore it will detect the presence of light. Now this photodiode has very transparent window. It will allow the light to strike the PN junction. Okay. Now if you see the photodiode which act in a reverse bias, there is a I lambda is the reverse light current. Okay. How it will happen? See, in the construction, the glass lens is fixed over the junction. Okay, through which the light will be incident on the junction. Due to the reverse biasing, the depletion region will become wide. Therefore, when the photons of light strike the depletion region, so when the photons of the here, the depletion region is get widened. So whenever the photons of light strike the depletion region, they give some energy to the ions and generate the electron hole pairs. Okay, now the number of electron hole pairs depend on the intensity of the light. So this was very clear. No? Here we have the incident of photon is represented by the blue color marking here. After getting some energy, how the ions are getting moved, migrated towards the p type as well as the n type. Okay, now due to the increase of minority carriers, the reverse current increases. Therefore, which is nothing but a photocurrent. Whenever the minority carrier increases, the reverse current also increases, and that we will call it as photocurrent. Okay, and we can also say that more the light intensity, more is the number of electron hole pair, and more is the photocurrent. Okay, this is the circuit operation, how the photodiode is working. Now let us see about the characteristics of the photodiode. So if they come to the characteristics of the photodiode, we have to think about the light falls. So when the light falls on the photodiode, the reverse current increases. That reverse current is directly proportional to the intensity of the light. So once the intensity of the it is measured, we know that the intensity of the light will be measured in terms of lumens per square meter, right? The graph which shows that V lambda, or that is called reverse current, is I lambda. So x is V lambda and y axis is I lambda. For various light intensity is called characteristics of photodiode. So here the dark current is there, the light intensity slowly increases to 1000 Fc, 2000 Fc, then 4000 Fc up to 5000 Fc. Such a way it is moving. No? Now coming to the application of this photodiode. What will be the application of photodiode? As photodiode will act as a variance of reversible variable resistance device. We can say this photodiode is variable resistance device. Okay, then its light intensity will be measured in meters, and it is also applicable for alarm system. Okay, here you can see that the working operation in a animated way. We have placed two metal contact, along with that p-type semiconductor is placed and n-type semiconductor is placed. In this silicon structure is also placed. and the depletion region is very wide, and that means width of the depletion region is more, and how the lights are hitting towards these electrons and how it is moving, no, the migration is happening place, and how what we have studied theory it can be visualized in this animatic way. Hope everybody understood. So now, when photodiode is exposed to light, we will see now the reverse current will increases with light intensity. So what will happen? No light, no current. Okay, that we will call it as dark current. Okay, when there is incident light, the resistance will decrease, and there is called as reverse current. Okay, now you can see here. So light, the ammeter is, there's no light, ammeter, this is ammeter, we can measure current flow. See here, when there is a light, the ammeter is in maximum value. When there is no light, the ammeter is in less value. Okay. Next, we will go for light emitting diode. So, before going to the light emitting diode, okay, first we wanted to know some light definitions and units. So, can you recall the light definition which you have studied in the PUC or plus 2? So, as per quantum theory, light is in the form of photons, right? And each photon will deliver an energy packet to the surface on which it falls. Correct now? So, this energy that can be written in mathematically, W is equal to hf. We already know that h is nothing but Planck's constant, and the value of the Planck's constant is 6.624 into 10 power minus 34 joules. F is the frequency of light wave. Now, the frequency of light is directly related to its wavelength. Therefore, F is equal to V into lambda. What is V? Velocity of light, and the value is 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second. Lambda is equal to what? Wavelength in meter. So such a way the light emitting diode is, the light definition is very very important to operate on the light emitting, or to know about more about the light emitting diode. Now this diode, light emitting diode, by the name itself, it will emits light when it will forward biased, is called the light emitting diode. And we know that one p-type semiconductor and n-type semiconductor are joined together, and the battery, when we will call it as forward bias, whenever the supply voltage positive terminal is connected to p-type and negative terminal is connected to n-type. Okay, so now it is forward bias condition. So when the thing is forward bias condition, it will emits light. So you can see clearly, right, the recombination of positive and negative charges, because of forward bias condition the light is getting emitted. Now these are the typical small LEDs for indicators. Now we are using LED for everywhere in the home appliances, and also in our laboratories or in commercial everything. Without LED, we rare products we can see over today, right? So this is a circuit forward bias operation, as shows the positive to positive and negative to negative connection, shows that it is a forward bias condition, and we are using a OR limiter resistance. Okay, and basically we have to know that in LED, three semiconductor layers on the substrate are used. Okay, in between p-type region and n-type region there exists a region called active region. This region, that active region, is mainly responsible for the emission of light. So photodiode symbol and light emitting diode symbol, there is a small difference. In the photodiode, the energy, the direction is arrow direction is towards the diode. Here the diode is emitting the light, so it is outward, no, the direction has been changed. If we come to this light output versus forward current, whenever the forward current increases, the light output is also increases. This has been observed in our graphical representation. Then followed by this, let us discuss about the photocoupler. So what do you mean by photocoupler? So photocoupler is See here, photodiode is also there, LED is also there. We are using some solid state relays. Okay, so first and put together we will call it as optocoupler. Okay, so photocoupler is nothing but combination of LED as well as the photodiode. Light emissions and light absorption is being taking place. So photocoupler is otherwise called as optocoupler. Okay, thank you so much.